Gabby. So, before we get into this episode, I just wanted to give a quick little disclaimer and let y'all know that it is not safe for magic. So, if you have any little ones or anybody who you want to preserve the magic for, please not to listen to this episode with them because we do spoil some things and we do kind of break that kind of magic that Disney has by talking about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So, if you want to preserve the beauty and the wonderfulness that is Disney for those younger audience members, please, please, please be sure not to listen to this episode with them. With that being said, let's get into this episode.
Hello, and welcome back to Fan Fatales. I'm Emma.
And I'm Gabby. And this week we're going to be talking about all things Disney World and Disneyland.
Yep, we're going to be talking about similarities and differences. We're going to also be talking about Gabby's recent adventure at Avengers campus.
Oh, yeah. It was so much fun, you guys. I love it.
Yes. So, shall we get into it?
Sure.
Alrighty. So, when I was looking this up, the only article I could find with the rides that were in common between both Disney World and Disneyland was from 2018. So I have a little note on our section that we both have Batu and the two rides that Batu has as well.
Yeah.
So we have in common Space Mountain, It's a Small World, Thunder Mountain Railroad, Splash Mountain, Mad Tea Party, Star Tours, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Soarin' Around the World, Haunted Mansion, Peter Pan's Flight, and then what is it? The Millennium Falcon. What is it called?
Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for Soarin' Around the World, I don't know if this was just in California Adventures, but it used to be Soarin' Over California.
It also was here in Epcot, was Soarin' Over California, which
That's
was
what I
super
thought.
weird because it was in
Florida.
I never understood it. It makes so much more sense for Epcot for it to be Soarin' Around the World.
But I think they should have kept it Soarin' Over California.
I
California
agree.
Adventures.
In California Adventures, yes. But
Yeah.
change it to be Soarin' Around the World in Epcot.
In Epcot, yeah.
Yeah.
That just makes more sense, you know?
Yeah, instead of it being California. I mean, sure, it's not like in the World Showcase located wise in
But
Epcot, but still.
Epcot is like mostly associated with the World Showcase.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel that. I really miss in Soarin' Over California when you'd go over the orange trees and it smells like oranges.
Oh, it's my favorite thing. You know that there's a candle store like online that sells that exact scent?
I need it, and you need to send this to me
I will send it to you. Hold on.
But yeah, I definitely miss Soarin' Over California because it was one of my faves growing up. Small World used to be one of my faves as a kid. Now I can't even go near it without being like, bleh, without getting the song stuck in my head.
So, same, especially because the family I used to babysit for, the son in that family, he's a huge Small World fan and would like to watch the ride through with me. So, like, for 4 hours straight, I would hear it, and it makes me never want to be a Small World cast member.
Ever.
Even more so.
I think if I worked there, I think I would just cry.
Yeah.
All the time, every single day.
I'm sure you just end up drowning out the sound.
Eventually.
Of it, but still.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So I found the candle site. It's called Magic Candle Company.
Yes. I think I've heard of them.
Yeah. They have like all sorts of Disney themed scents. And one of them is Flying Over Orange Groves, I think is what it's called. Yep.
Nice.
So I found that for you. I'll send you the link when we're done recording.
I'm looking up something because I remember seeing something about it, but I can't remember because I watched the Imagineering story on Disney Plus because I just am so fascinated.
Soarin'?
No, for Small World. Sorry.
Oh well, I remember and this is off the top of my head. The men who made the song "It's a Small World," it was by the Sherman Brothers, who are most notable for Mary Poppins and other Disney classics from that time when Walt was still around. And I mean, they still create stuff, but they made the Tiki Room song, I think the Carousel of Progress, and Small World. And their first time on Small World with their wives, the recording, like the CD or whatever sound system that they were using at the time to play the song, broke. And it was so stuck in their heads and their wives' heads that they ended up just singing it through the ride.
That makes sense.
Because can you imagine being the ones who created that catchy tune?
Oh God, I think I would hate myself for writing it.
But they've made so many classics, like Spoonful of Sugar and Supercalifragilistic.
Yeah.
And the Tiki Room's good too.
I do like the Tiki Room.
Oh wait, we both have the Tiki Room.
Yeah, we also have the Tiki Room.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the Tiki Room isn't a ride; it's a show.
True, it's a show. Do you remember? I know that.
Okay.
You found.
I did find what I was looking for.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. In Small World, sorry, I'm like backtracking just a smidge, but I read somewhere a bajillion years ago that the outside of the Small World, the original Small World, which was white and gold, was originally coated in gold leaf, like entirely like coated in gold leaf. And I just looked at it. I've just found it on Wikipedia, and it is actually. Yes. Not the whole thing. Sorry, I misspoke. So as of 2020, the facade is now white with a gold trim as it was in 1966, except the original gold and silver paint of the clock of the smiling face is now entirely gold leaf. It was repainted back to its original color scheme in 2002. That's what it was. Oh,
okay.
That was bugging me.
Now to go back to the Tiki Room thing.
Yes.
I know in Disney World they did this when we were younger, but I don't know if they did it in Disneyland and when they had Iago and it's Iago and what's the bird from and Zazu. Iago and Zazu took over the Tiki Room for a time here in Disney World. Did it ever do that in Disneyland? We were like 8 when it happened. It was the worst thing ever because it was like it was Iago yelling at you the entire time.
I don't think we ever had Iago and Zazu.
Here,
I don't think so. I mean, I've only been to the Tiki Room maybe once or twice, and I was really little when we went. Now it's like
okay, so
like it,
I looked it up, and it was just in Disney World. I'm trying to see when it ended because I can find the opening date. So it was called the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
It was awful. It was bad. So
I mean, the name is cute.
Ran for 13 years from April.
13 years?
Yes. From April 1998 until January 2011, when a small fire damaged the attraction, leading Disney to bring back the original Enchanted Tiki Room to Florida. Let's find more about this story.
That's funny. What started this fire?
I don't know. But it started off the same thing, and then it was Iago yelling at the tiki birds to stop the music and complained that it was like outdated. And then Zazu came out, was like
classic,
and was like, no, like let's not do this. And then there was like a fire or not a fire, but like a storm that started, and they had to like get the tiki gods to stop causing the storm, which is when the Tiki Bird song came back on. It was bad because it was just Iago yelling at everyone for the entire ride.
Don't like that.
No.
Did you guys have Buzz Lightyear? What is it? Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that one's not on this list either.
Huh. This list is not good.
No, this is a bad list.
I'm sorry. Maybe
they're talking about, maybe it's because it says iconic rides. Maybe it's like the most
yeah, that's definitely why. The iconic rides.
But yeah, we have Peter Pan, and we have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
We do not have Mr. Toad's.
Oh, you don't have Mr. Toad? Okay.
We used to. I don't know where it was, but I do know that we have like a tombstone in the Haunted Mansion, like by like the pet cemetery for Mr. Toad.
I've seen those. We still have Mr. Toad. Honestly, nobody really has seen the movies anymore. I haven't even seen the movies.
We don't
Like,
have Toontown, and I know you guys do.
We do, but right now it's getting torn down for runway railway to go in.
That's where it's gonna go in? I had no idea.
Not all of Toontown is getting torn
Okay.
down. It's just some of the facades are getting torn down. They have a huge new building, and there's a giant sign on the building with Mickey and Minnie on it from Runaway Railway. And
That
it says,
is
like,
a
what
fun
big
ride.
building? Yeah, so I think we're getting it there next to Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin.
Yeah, which we don't have. I'm looking up Toontown. So the only thing that still exists from our Toontown that closed in 2011 is the Barnstormer ride.
What is that?
The Barnstormer is a kiddie roller coaster based off of Goofy.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And it's like his pilot school, and it's bad because it's Goofy, so it's very like rough.
We have that. It's Goofy's flight school here.
Oh, it's called the Barnstormer over here.
And does it have a lot of chickens in it?
No.
Oh, ours has chickens everywhere. Ours, like, the story of ours is that, like, Goofy was gifted this farm, and he wants to open a flight school, but he's not very good. So he opens it anyway, and, like, he uses the chickens teach him how to fly.
He tried to do a flight school, and he is bad at it.
Oh.
But our Toontown, before it closed, that's where you could meet the Pixie Hollow fairies.
Oh, okay. Our Pixie Hollow fairies are, like, just after you, okay, so, like, if you're walking towards the castle and you go to the right next to the right next to the castle, that's Snow White's, like,
Wishing Well
fountain
area.
and the Wishing Well, yeah.
We
But
have,
if
like,
you go-
Cinderella's fountain over in our area.
Yeah, there's also a waterfall over there, too, with Snow White and the dwarves and a deer. It's
One of
cute.
the YouTubers I watch, she, her and her boyfriend, husband,
They got engaged there, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do you follow them too, Sophia?
Yeah, I
Sophia?
do too, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Sophia
like,
and Tyler,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, there. Okay, so then if you go right just before that, there's like these 3 giant boulders that lead you into Tomorrowland. For some reason, I don't know why it's these like boulder things. They're like angled. It's weird.
Tomorrowland
it's a
needs to
choice.
be updated in Disney World.
Oh, totally.
And Disneyland.
You would think this whole year that they've been closed, they would take that to update everything. But no.
It's so bad.
The Matterhorn was closed for refurbishment when we went. And I said, you couldn't refurbish it, 3 months ago?
Yeah. Which we don't have the Matterhorn.
You guys don't have Matterhorn?
No.
What?
We definitely do not.
What? You guys don't have Matterhorn?
No.
That's lame. I love the Matterhorn.
Trying to think. We have Everest instead of Matterhorn.
Not the same.
No. And they need to fix the freaking Yeti, but they'd have to, like, fully deconstruct the Everest ride for them to fix the Yeti at this point, because the Yeti is holding up the entire, like, front part, and it's been broken for years. Like, it hasn't moved, that animatronic, so they would literally have to take down part of that building to fix it.
I think they should do it. If it's not safe, I'd be very worried.
It is safe. It's just, like, the animatronic does not move anymore.
Oh, got it. But yeah, so
Do you
like
have Mine Train?
No.
Okay.
We just got Snow White's Spooky Adventure or something like that.
Oh,
It's a new
we
Snow
used
White
to have
ride.
that.
Yeah, we just got it.
Okay.
We just got
Actually,
that one.
so at the end of Mine Train, you come up on the like little cottage, and it has like Snow White and the Dwarfs dancing. And as you get closer to the like docking area, there's the witch.
Oh, that's cute.
Like with the apple, and it's the original animatronic from the Disney World ride
That's cute.
for Snow White.
That's cool.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Pixie Hollow.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. So like if you're going, instead of going like right next to the castle, you turn like right before these little boulders. It's right next to the entrance, right next to where they usually swing the queue around for Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. Okay. But if you go there's like all this tall grass, and you're like, what the heck is this? And you walk over, and it's Pixie Hollow.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just kind of nestled in there.
We
It's
don't
really
have
cute.
Pixie Hollow at all anymore. the only Disney fairy franchise character that we can meet anymore is just Tinkerbell at this point.
Why?
I know that they were talking about at Epcot doing something Pixie Hollow, but I don't know if that has changed since, because I know that they did like get rid of a lot of the original rides that they were planning on doing.
Yeah. Yeah, like for us, it's not like there's nothing there. It's just a meet and greet spot, but it's really cute.
I'd love to meet them.
You can't meet all of them. It's only
No, you
it's
could
only
only meet
one.
like 2 at a time, and it was Tinkerbell and one of her friends.
For us, I think right now, well, we can't meet people right now. Like
no,
we
ours
can't
is
meet
like
face characters right now.
Is yours the distance meet and greets where it's like they're in a balcony or whatever?
Yeah, or
I
like
that.
Like we had Miguel and Tiana on a balcony up in like New Orleans. Yeah, from Coco.
Yeah, we have never had him here, and we have Epcot Mexico Pavilion.
Yeah, him and Tiana were over in New Orleans. Well, okay, Miguel was in like close to like where Adventureland is, so like kind of by the Wild Westy area.
Yeah,
and then Tiana was in New Orleans Square, but they're like right next to each other.
Yeah. Trying to think.
And then what else? I met Marie in Toontown.
I love her.
I met her in Toontown, and then Mickey and Minnie at their houses in Toontown.
Yeah.
Donald was on his house too.
Oh, that's cute.
The original 6 were standing at the
like train station?
railway station. Yeah.
That's where a lot of the characters have been at Magic Kingdom, at least I've noticed, was there.
I've noticed that too.
We have like a Pinocchio restaurant that's right next to our small world. Like, in fact, you can see them loading it in some of the seats in the restaurant.
That's cool.
There. And there's like a little balcony thing that guests can't get to, and they had Jiminy up there for a while. Jiminy Cricket.
That's cute.
That was the coolest one, because like, when have you seen Jiminy Cricket in the parks? Like, never.
Never, yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other rare ones that I've seen with
We
this
had
COVID.
new Elsa.
We have new Elsa and new Anna.
We didn't see Anna. We saw new Elsa, and who was with her? I think it was Pluto, and I was like, that's a weird combo, but okay.
Okay.
We have when you first
I
walk
feel
in,
like the most princesses or characters that I've seen is definitely at Epcot, which is strange because that used to be like the hardest place to find characters.
there's
besides
probably a lot
Animal
of
Kingdom.
balconies.
Yeah, that, and it's just like there's a giant lake in the middle, and there's just a giant meadow by the lake. So then they'll have like Pooh catching butterflies and Joy and all that. It's really cute and makes sense.
That's cute. Yeah. When you first walk into California Adventures, you like walk down this big street, and there's a bunch of shops, and there's like a Starbucks and like a few like ice cream shops and like food and stuff like that. And then if you keep walking, and then like you go in, there's like this big like garden thing in the middle. It's like not like a it's hard to explain. It's like a little like
It's
step
not
up.
like a garden, but it is a garden.
Kind of. It's like there's flowers around the perimeter, and then in the middle there's like
A stage.
I can't remember what no, it's not a stage. It's like in the middle there's like a statue or like a topiary. I think it's a topiary in the middle, and it's like all florally and pretty. And then they have like one character on one side of the topiary and the other character on the other side of the
That's
topiary.
cool.
Yeah. So they're like back to back across from each other.
Have they been doing
So, like,
cavalcades for you guys?
Uh-uh.
Oh, they're like mini parades, and it will be like 5 characters at most in these parades.
No, they don't want
Hollywood
people
Studios is the
grouping.
one that has done it the most, and it's like Pixar was the big one we saw, and it was like Woody and Buzz, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, and some of the Green Army Men
Oh, cute.
that like walked by.
That's cute. Oh, we saw Sadness too on Pixar Pier.
That's cool.
Yeah, she was next to the like Bing Bong store.
Oh, that's cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
by the Inside Out emotional whirlwind. That's what it's called. Isn't that so stinking cute?
That is so cute.
I was like, that is genius. And it's like you're in a little balloon looking
Oh,
thing.
that's so cute.
Yeah, and you just like go in circles and like you go up and down. It's so stinking cute. But yeah, other than Other than like not being able to like do face-to-face meet and greets, and there's no parades or fireworks yet, I heard that they're going to open them up on the 3rd of July.
At Disney
which I was
World,
like,
I know.
I heard that they might. I heard that they might do them on the 3rd of July here, right before the 4th, so we have fireworks for the 4th of July.
I don't
That's
know
what
how
I heard.
feel.
But I could be wrong. Don't like quote me on that. I am not 100%
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. I know that they are recasting for the Nemo ride. Not Nemo ride, the Nemo show here. I saw that recently.
Our Nemo ride, I think, is permanently shut down.
We have a Nemo ride, and that one's in Epcot, but then we have a Nemo show that's like a full-on musical that's like an hour long, and it's the Nemo
cute.
story. It's really cute.
Ours
The songs are so good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it is definitely like a good thing to listen to. I've only seen it once in person, but I know so many performers in it because I'm in the theater community in Orlando, so like half of my friends are in that show. It just ends up working out.
Question.
Yeah.
Has it always been Nemo for you guys, or what was it before that?
I have only known it to be Nemo, but I can look that up.
Okay, because for
But
us...
it's an Animal Kingdom, so I'm sure.
Yeah. For us, for the longest time, one of the most, like, well-known shows for us used to be the Aladdin show. And then, in 2015, I think it was 2015, somebody said, let's get rid of this show that everybody loves and replace it with the Frozen sing-along, which nobody likes except for children.
We have the Frozen sing-along, but we have the guy that everyone loves.
The one that's so sassy.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Ours, I think, is so boring. Oh, no, wait, no. Frozen sing-along replaced Muppet Vision. I'm sorry. No, we have, like, a Frozen show, too. I'm like, why do you need Frozen sing-along and Frozen show? Why?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it got if they... Oh, it replaced a Tarzan musical that was in there. Okay.
I think I would like to see Tarzan. Phil Collins did not have to go that hard, but he did.
The music for the Finding Nemo musical is by Kristen and Robert Anderson Lopez. So the people that made Avenue Q, Book of Mormon, and Frozen. And Frozen 2.
I love
But it's
them.
a cute little show. Oh, it's a 40-minute show, not an hour long.
Yeah, they're usually 45 minutes.
Yeah.
The Aladdin show used to be fire. There's a guy on TikTok
I've seen him
used to be
recently.
the
He was
genie.
the genie.
Yes, and one of my good friends, who I've done theater with for many years, he used to work in the Aladdin show as well. He used to play Aladdin in the Aladdin show.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, and for a number of years, we would all go as a part of this summer camp thing, and we would go up, and he would let us in.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, not all of us, only some of us, but we still had to, like, pay for the tickets to go and whatever. It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah. And it's cool. The Finding Nemo musical, it's like with puppets for
that's
the
cool.
characters. So it's kind of like, it's not like Lion King use of puppets where they're like more cultural based. Like they're still like the full on characters, but it's like puppets rather than people
cool.
acting out the fish.
That's
It's a
cool.
cute little show, and I know a lot of people that are a part of it. Oh, you can listen to the musical on iTunes, it looks like.
Oh, nice.
Okay. But yeah, and they're finally now opening up because Actors Equity Union and Disney World have finally come to an agreement. So the same reason why the Beauty and the Beast show here was closed and the Indiana Jones stunt show.
Got it.
And the Lion King show, my favorite thing ever. What is your favorite like stage show or performance at at the Disney parks for you? In Disneyland.
The Aladdin show was the best.
Show?
That was the best.
Ours
It's not there anymore.
My favorite is like a 15-minute one, and it is the Festival of the Lion King, and it's in Animal Kingdom. And it is like a full like celebration of the Lion King, and it has all the songs, and there's like gymnasts performing as monkeys during Hakuna Matata. There's like the aerial like ribbon spinny like high up in the air thing during Can You Feel the Love Tonight. There's like a guy who does like the fire tricks with the like breathing in fire and all that stuff.
That's cool.
For Be Prepared. It's the coolest show.
That's really cool.
It is so worth a watch. Like, if you're like, should I watch it? Go watch it.
Watch it? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. When we go together, you'll have to take me.
Yeah.
So
they just reopened, and I cried seeing videos of it.
Good.
So.
Really quick, I need to correct my earlier statement.
Okay.
Frozen First Time in Forever sing-along thing replaced Muppet Vision 3D.
You guys don't have Muppet Vision?
No, it replaced Muppet Vision 3D from May 15th, 2015. I was right about that one. To April 17th, 2016. And then after it closed, it was replaced by Mickey's Philharmonic, which is not good.
You don't like the Mickey's Philharmonic?
No.
Oh.
I don't.
Okay.
I loved Muppet Vision 3D. I thought Muppet Vision was fire.
I have kind of I don't want to say a bragging fact about Muppet Vision, but that's the only word that comes to mind when
That's fine.
Telling the story. So my mom and dad met while working for Hollywood Studios.
Yes, you told me this before.
Yeah. But what I haven't told you was he was the opening lead, so the opening manager for the Muppet Vision ride here in Hollywood Studios.
Aw.
So
wait, yours was a ride?
Or not a ride, but the show.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait
It's
a
under
second.
like the attraction, like ride section of the map, so I always say ride instead of show.
Yeah.
But my dad was the opening lead, so he gave the opening, like, move down all the way, like that whole spiel for Jim Henson's family.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
He still has like his little folder of like what they give the Muppet Vision employees from opening day, which is
so
cool. It has
cool.
like descriptions of each one of the Muppets that are in the show. From like Sweetums to Kermit.
Cute.
Yeah, it's a really cute little thing. But that's why I'm like, you guys don't have it. Because it's the one thing left at Hollywood Studios that either one of my parents worked at.
Yeah, we don't have it at all.
Yeah,
We don't have
because
Muppet
we had the
Vision.
backstage studio tours, which is what my parents worked on together and met at. And that's where Batu is now.
Yeah. For a long time, they didn't do anything, huh?
At Hollywood Studios?
For the studio tours. They didn't, like, touch it. They just kind of left it, right?
Yeah, it was kind of the same from the beginning. They never, like, updated it. But also...
And I heard that they, like, shortened it. Like, at first it was supposed to be 2 hours. And I watched a whole video about this a number of months ago, so...
I don't know. It was, like, okay.
I've heard it was just okay. Like, it wasn't like the one at Universal Studios where it's like, you go and then, like, Jaws tries to attack the cart and then you gotta drive away and then you see,
my
what's
thing
his name?
with it is the Orlando Animation Studio closed before they even started it. So it's not even like you could drive by the animation studio.
Yeah, and I heard that they wanted to film shows on the studio, but they never did. Like, maybe 2 shows had, like, 2 episodes filmed on the soundstage there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Overall, bad idea. Good to replace it with Batu. Next topic.
Batu.
Speaking of Batu,
So when was your first time going?
my first time going was when Batu first opened in California in 2019.
Okay, mine was December
June.
2019.
Mine was, June. I remember the day. It was June 6th, 2019. 6th? Was that a Tuesday? Hold on.
Oh, I don't know.
Calendar.
Mine was the week after Rise of the Resistance opened here in Disney World.
Mine was... Hold on, I gotta go back a few years.
And Ashley and I actually have calculated this because our good friend Ashley, who was guest on last week's episode, she went to Batu the day after I went.
Yes, I remember that story.
Yeah.
Okay, I misspoke. It was June 11th of 2019.
Oh,
That was
wow.
a Tuesday.
So what were
That was,
your
like-
initial thoughts?
Okay. I was not originally a Star Wars fan.
True.
So when I went, I was just kind of like, "Oh, this is cool. Look, I knew about it. I knew things.
Yeah.
I'd seen the Star Wars movies. So like,
Okay,
I
so
wasn't
we're coming
totally
from this
clueless.
from two different sides of the fandom or fan journey, because I was already like a full Star Wars fan.
Going back now as a Star Wars fan, I was like, this is cool, but still, I don't know. I was kind of underwhelmed this last time I
So,
went. Maybe
my
it's just because there's
thing-
not that much to do right now.
My thing is it shouldn't be set in the sequel trilogy.
I agree.
It should be prequel or original.
I think we should have Luke, Han, and Leia running around.
Okay. I'm saying prequel or original because, like, it'd be cool to see more Jedi.
I agree. I would like to have Jedi walking around. That'd be really freaking cool.
Especially because, like, we know that Disney has those already made for the parks because Star Wars weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Shakti and Kit Fisto and Plo Koon and all these amazing Jedi that we see in the prequels and the Clone Wars
Yeah.
series.
And it's not that hard to get people to look like Obi-Wan. You
No.
just need a redhead with a beard. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Same
a lot
with
of
Anakin.
those. Yeah.
And so when they had Padme, it was Queen Amidala and not Padme, which is much easier to like
Oh,
find
yeah.
someone to be Queen Amidala and look like her.
Oh, yeah. The only thing is that the timeline doesn't completely match up with that, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love for her to meet in her lake dress.
Right? I love that.
But they even had Ahsoka and Ventress being characters.
Things like that sound... Yeah, I would love to have them.
So I've talked
walking
to my boyfriend Sean about this, and we kind of like joked about this idea, and I think it's the best idea that we've come up with. Is for certain seasons of the year doing the different trilogies.
Yes, I think that's genius.
So like for each of them is 4 months because there's 12 months of the year divided by 3 trilogies. So
That'd be
then doing the
perfect.
first or the prequel trilogy from January to April, then May to June, July, August. I do not know my months. I am tired.
It's fine. It's fine.
May to August being the original trilogy, and then November to or what am I saying? Until September to December.
Okay.
Being the sequels.
Yes, but hear me out.
Okay.
Prequels,
Sequel.
May to August. No. Prequels, May to August.
Okay.
Sequels, November to December. No, sorry, not sequels. Original trilogy, September
November
to
to-
December.
Okay.
And then sequels at the beginning of the year. Now, I say this because of the Christmas special. Tell me that wouldn't be amazing to have a Star Wars Christmas special live show. Come on. Like, tell me that's not...
That is perfect.
Come on.
Though they did, to counter that, they did just make a Lego Star Wars Star Wars Christmas special. But that
For
also
what? For when?
December.
No. But like for what trilogy?
It was it was weird. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not as weird as the actual holiday special, like from the 70s. Because
I mean,
have
the
you seen
actual-
that?
Not the whole thing. I've seen like clips of it.
I've watched the whole thing. It is.
Don't they
not-
call it Life Day, right? Isn't
Yes,
Christmas
Life Day.
Day?
And
Yeah.
they made Life Day canon in Mandalorian, and then again with the Star Wars Lego thing.
Yeah.
So it technically takes place in the sequel trilogy, but like it's a lot of time travel, weird time stuff, going on. So, and it's Rey
the
kind
Lego
of like,
one, right?
yeah, and it's Rey like seeing major moments in the Star Wars thing and finding out like the true meaning of Life Day is the friends we've had all along, like every other
So
freaking
she's
Christmas
essentially
movie.
freaking Scrooge.
Yes.
No, I don't like it.
Basically what happened is she's trying to because you know how they've made the whole thing that Finn was trying to tell her that he's force sensitive.
Yeah.
So it was her failing at training him and going back in time and seeing all the great masters. But it's like Obi-Wan and Anakin teaching Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan with Luke, and Yoda with Luke, and all that.
Nah, I don't like it.
It's kind of cute. I don't know.
Not my vibe. I think
we get a hello there from like Padawan adult and like Grandpa Obi-Wan at one point in it, and it's my favorite moment.
That's kind of funny. But hear me out. I just think having like a Happy Life Day special
celebration.
Yeah, Happy Life Day celebration.
Like, fans made it, and the Chewbacca that was in the park, he came over and celebrated Life Day with the people that with the fans that created it. That was over in Disneyland.
That's cute. But like, wouldn't that be so cute if they like decorated it with like lights, and they put up like all that stuff and like made it all festive?
But what they should do is also fireworks all year round, because it could easily just be like a star bottle.
Yeah.
They need to add more. They advertised it being with a lot of like aliens and all that, and I understand that in Disney World they're kind of putting all that effort into the actual hotel.
Yeah. Well, for us, I mean, like right now,
y'all aren't getting the hotel.
No, we're not. But like when you go visit it right now, it feels very one-dimensional.
Yeah, it needs more dimension.
It does. Like when I came for the first time, I thought it was a little bit more well thought out and fleshed out when you had, you know, Kylo Ren and the stormtroopers walking around and Rey running around with a trail of kids behind her, like hiding from the stormtroopers.
And
like
Vimerati. I love Vimerati.
Yeah, and you actually had people running around that were a part of the series, and like Chewbacca was just hanging out, you know?
Yeah, and we also had Finn. Did you guys ever have Finn?
I'm not sure. I can't definitively say yes or no.
There all the time, and now he's like disappeared from Batu altogether.
Yeah, for us it was Rey. Rey was there all the dang time, and the stormtroopers
it was
too. The stormtroopers
Rey,
are walking around.
Vimerati, and Finn for our resistance, and Chewbacca, and then it was just Kylo and the stormtroopers.
For us, we usually had just Rey and Chewbacca. But yeah, Kylo and the stormtroopers, just having the stormtroopers around made it so much fun to go, because you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get caught. Like, I support the rebel cause. And then, like, and that's fun. And now that that's taken away, it feels really flat. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I was walking around and I was like, I feel like I'm on Tatooine. I'm like, I don't really like this.
Yeah.
I was like, I really wish it was,
I love
like,
Batu. I love, so I've read a lot of the books that have come out about Batu, and I love it so much that my OC is from Batu.
That's cute.
Yeah. I love her. She's great. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like also, like, seeing stuff from Avengers Campus, to kind of get us into the Avengers Campus talk, has made it seem like Batu is just kind of way one-dimensional compared to what they're doing over in Avengers Campus.
Totally. Avengers Campus is crazy interactive. The only thing that I wish they did is I wish that the Avengers headquarters was actually open to the people to go in. Right now, I think it's just like a backstage area where like where you know, Spider-Man can, you know, take a break, and where Loki goes and hangs out and stuff like that. Where, like, all of the, you know, face characters go sit.
They've been changing the outfits every week for the Loki show.
I know, I saw.
Like,
I wonder if they're actually the costumes that they're putting Tom Hiddleston in.
I don't think so. I know people have said that.
Maybe, so they're just replicas.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they would know before the rest of us know, so they probably have had them ready for months. When the original costumers were making the costumes, they were like, can you make us 6 more in 3 different sizes?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was probably super easy. But
like, the Wakanda soldiers, I saw like videos of them. What are they called?
The Dora Milaje?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah. Or it
So-
could be Dora Milaje. I'm not quite sure, but I think you pronounce the J.
Well, I feel like it's the first one.
Yeah, me too.
But like even the Doctor Strange show and how it's like guest interactive to get Thor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. It makes Batu really fall flat. You're like, they
Yeah.
really could have done more with this after you
I
see what they
wish
did with Avengers
Disney
Campus.
World could get Avengers Campus.
Yeah, but it's really complicated, right? There's like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of legal stuff that means that they can't.
Yeah, so according to an article I found from allears.net, before Disney even purchased the rights to Marvel, before we even got the first Iron Man movie in 2008 with Robert Downey Jr., Marvel signed a contract with Universal Studios theme parks in like the late 90s so Universal could have control over the Marvel properties. And the contract basically states that any character that are featured in Marvel's Superhero Island, so Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and the original Avengers like Hulk and Iron Man, cannot be used in any theme park on the east side of the Mississippi River.
Which is such a specific, like, why?
I know, I don't understand it, but that's why Walt Disney World can be getting a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which is coming to Epcot later this year, I'm pretty sure, for the 50th anniversary. But we won't be getting an Iron Man or Avengers themed ride. And when I looked into it, the only way that this contract could be broken is if there's like serious like stipulation or like something was broken between Universal and Marvel, because Universal cannot update it to look like the movies Iron Man. So it looks like the comic books. Like when you're meeting like Captain America or whoever, it's the comic book look rather than the MCU
movie
one.
look.
So if
Yeah.
they were to make it look like the MCU movie looks, then Marvel could take away the rights at Universal. Or if Islands of Adventure were to close for good, then Disney could get the rights back.
So in this contract, does that mean that they can't add anything like to it, like that are from the newer, like they wouldn't be able to add a Guardians of the Galaxy
No, they
thing?
would not be able to add Guardians of the Galaxy. It's
Or like Captain Marvel?
Nope.
Or no, none of those.
so like we can get Captain Marvel, we can get Black Panther, we can get Guardians.
But like we talked in our Marvel episode, who really wants Captain Marvel?
Yeah. What I'd love is for us to get Wakanda. Sure.
That'd be really freaking cool. Imagine having Wakanda and then just
In
like
Animal Kingdom.
Yes! Dude, you read my mind. I was also gonna say, but imagine having Wakanda and having like Shuri running around.
I love
and,
Shuri.
And
Bucky.
long hair Bucky. That's a reason I would go. I'd be like,
I know it
hey.
is. You know what makes me laugh is when Kara, she sends us text when she's editing our podcast, and her just reacting to crap that we say. Like
It's pretty funny.
What was it? The vertical bumblebee?
Yeah. When I was describing Sebastian Stan's shirt at
Yes.
SDCC 2019, I was saying he looks like a vertical bumblebee, which is true. It's
Yes.
very accurate. If you look up the photos, you will see that I'm right. But yeah, she texted me in all caps, vertical bumblebee, I'm dying.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can't get any of that. So I'm getting like very jealous every time
Yeah.
we see Avengers Campus stuff.
Because it's really cool. Okay.
So talk about your experience, because at the time of recording this, it is June 25th. So last week you actually went
Yeah, I did.
to
So
celebrate your birthday.
I did. My
Happy
birthday was on the
birthday, by the
18th.
way.
Thank you. I'm 20 years
It was
old.
a week ago. Like
It was a
exactly
week
a week
ago.
ago.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I'm 20. Woot woot. I'm officially an adult. What's up? But yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was cool. I think that the design was really well thought out. Like by Spider-Man web slingers, there's a lot of like the little like spider bots that are just kind of stuck to the walls, and they like
Yeah.
their legs move, and there's little like webs sprung up everywhere. It's really cool. And there's like a lot of detail in the queue to the ride.
Okay, so you actually were able to get on it?
Yeah, I was. I was
Okay.
able to get on Web Slingers. Let me tell you, though,
Oh,
I thought it was kind of boring.
okay.
I didn't really like it that much.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Do you guys have Toy Story Midway Mania?
Yes.
Okay, it's like
Oh,
that,
it's like that? Oh.
but you use your hands. So it's like
Oh,
Toy Story
like,
Midway Mania with Connect. So like, you know how like when
that's
he
cool, though.
like when he like shoots his little
Yeah.
thing, he does the little like boop, and he has like, yeah, you just do that at it starts out like the way his hands are shaped, and then it turns into just like your hands are just flat and you're just going yee, like violently like throwing your hands at the screen.
That is
But-
weird.
Yeah, I thought I was kind of bored, and by the end I was like, this is like tricking me into exercise. Like, I was sweating by the
Is
time
there
we got
any
off that
other
ride.
rides at Avengers Campus? Or is it just the
They included the Guardians of the Galaxy ride in there too,
one? Okay.
which is cool. I mean,
your Tower of Terror.
yeah, I miss Tower of Terror though. I mean,
to Orlando.
I know I will. I do think it's really funny that instead of like, you know, in the Tower of Terror, it's like spooky music when you drop. It's the
Yeah.
dee 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 dee. It's the Twilight Zone, right? But for Guardians of the Galaxy, it's really funny because there's a bunch of different songs you could get. Like you can get "I Want You Back" by the Jackson 5,
Oh my gosh.
which is hilarious. That one's really fun. Or there's a whole list. There's a bunch of other ones you can get. There's 6 different songs because there's 6 different elevators.
Oh yeah.
But I like it. It's fun. I like screaming to like 70s songs. I just think that's hilarious to me.
We have the rock and roller coaster to get that.
Yeah. But
But
it's
it's
not the
just
same.
Aerosmith.
It's not the same as just going like phew, to like
Yeah.
to the songs from the movie. And like you do see them fight this like monster thing, and it's pretty cool. But I don't know, I just like the Tower of Terror better.
Yeah.
I just have so many
Though
memories
what
of
I've
the Tower
been
of Terror.
sad about is, so during COVID, they haven't been showing the pre-shows to any of the rides.
Yeah.
So we haven't been getting the pre-show at Tower.
Oh, we're getting all of the pre-shows now.
I think we are now. I haven't been, full disclosure, since like, before I moved.
Yeah.
So like, early May.
Mhm.
When was the last time I went to the parks? Oh wait, I think it was when I built my lightsaber.
I think you're right.
Oh, that makes me sad.
But yeah,
It
now
was
we're
when
allowed
I
to do
built my
pre-shows.
lightsaber.
Okay. Which was when?
May 7th.
There you go. Beginning of May. So a long time, a little while for you. But yeah, we're doing pre-shows now. We did the Guardians of the Galaxy pre-show with the Collector and Rocket.
Yeah.
And then we did at the Haunted Mansion, they actually, before it, you had to go in through the servants entrance, which is like the
Yeah.
back door, because it actually is a functioning elevator for us. In Florida, it's not actually a real elevator. The roof actually goes up. For us, the floor actually moves.
Yeah.
Because the mansion for us is just a facade, and the ride is actually underground, or
Our
in
mansion
a
is still
backlot
a facade.
building.
It's just like back.
Yeah, ours is like a little bit underground and a little bit behind.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you do actually have to go down, which is why they had people go through the servants entrance, because it's a bunch of stairs going down. So yeah, it's actually, if you've ever gotten stuck, like permanently stuck on the Haunted Mansion, where they're like, we have to shut the ride down,
Yeah.
they will take you out through the servants entrance.
Huh. I've been in the servants entrance once here, and it's kind of used to get you to the front of the park here, or to the front of the line over here.
Got it.
One of my dad's friends who works at the parks, he got us in there.
That's
once.
cool. That's cool.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like when you're like skipping the line with like a tour guide, the servants entrance is what you use.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every now and then, like, the Haunted Mansion will stop. Just because when they have people who need help getting into the buggies,
Mm-hmm.
like children or like little children who like can't get on by themselves, or people who are in wheelchairs or who just need a little extra time.
All the time.
Yeah, ours stops a lot. So it just happens. So if you've never been and that happens to you, don't automatically assume the ride's over and like you're getting off, because it won't. It'll start back up in a few minutes.
Though I have actually had to like exit the Haunted Mansion, like fully. It stopped here in Disney World.
That does happen. It does happen.
It was like during the Halloween Mickey's Not So Scary when I went. It was either that or the Christmas party. It was one of the after hours events. And I was there with my ex-boyfriend, and we got stuck on the Haunted Mansion together.
Yeah.
It was definitely the Christmas one, because it was the first time we went to one of the after-hour ones. Because we got together in, like, November, so, like, December would have been the first.
I've never gotten, like, stuck where you have to be ushered off of our Haunted Mansion, but
I have for Winnie the Pooh here the most out of any of the rides.
I've never been ushered off a ride, I don't think. This last trip that we went, the Cars ride shut down twice on us, though. We were in line and it shut down twice.
Test Track shuts down the most for us, I'm pretty sure.
Usually the Cars ride is pretty okay, but I don't know what was going on. They, like, got it was down for about an hour, and then they got it up and running again. And then we waited in line for about 30 minutes, and then it broke down again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that was our last thing that we were going to do the day, and the park was about to close. So we just left.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We went to downtown, and I did some shopping, and it was fine.
You know what I forget is that your downtown is literally, like,
right there.
your entrance to the parks.
Yeah. Well, it's the
Ours is
entrance to the
separate.
parks from the parking lot. From the Mickey and Friends parking lot, not from the Toy Story parking lot. If you're going from the Toy Story parking lot, then you come from, like, in between the park. So, like, our downtown Disney is, like, if you're coming out of the parks and you turn... Okay, well, if you're coming out of California Adventures and you turn left, if you're coming out of Disneyland, you turn right.
And it is there.
It's there. I mean, you have to walk a little bit because it's not, like, right there, because there's this, like, middle section. And
No, but it's, like, closer to, like, Universal Orlando here, where it's, like, their City Walk, which is what their downtown is.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's where their parks are. Whereas Disney World, it's, like, a separate part.
Yeah, they're all separate. And I've heard that, like, people don't like that they're all separate, that they're not just, like, next to each other, like...
It's frustrating.
California Adventures and Disneyland are.
But yeah, I do understand why people just don't like how separate all the parks are, because it gets very annoying. Because, like, park hopping is impossible.
Yeah, I bet.
Except for now with, I think it's Epcot and Hollywood Studios, we have the Skyliner now. That takes, like, 5 minutes to get over to one or the other. And that's nice. And it's, like, over. But other than that, you have to, like, get back in your car and move it to another park.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be kind of annoying. I just want to be able to walk across the street and it's right there.
Yeah. Especially for Magic Kingdom to any... Well, Magic Kingdom, I guess you could take the monorail over to Epcot, but they're not running it right now due to COVID from Magic Kingdom to Epcot. So, like, normally, like, you can do that and it's fine. Animal Kingdom's the only one that's impossible to get to from any of the other parks.
Yeah, it's just... Do better, Orlando.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Orlando.
I love
Do
Disney
better.
World. Please do not hate me.
Well, isn't Disney World in its own city?
Technically not. Well, it's in
aren't they
4 different
technically
counties.
Aren't they technically in Lake Buena Vista,
Yes.
Florida?
Technically, yes. They're also technically crossing over 4 different counties here.
So does that mean they're their own county?
I don't know. Like, they, like, separate parts of the park is, like, different counties.
Which would mean that there'd be different rules for each one, so wouldn't... I thought I read somewhere that their own county and, like, city.
Huh. When I typed in county, I got countries at Epcot. So the majority of it is in Orange County. Here.
In California.
No.
Wait, Orange County?
We have an Orange County in Florida too.
No, we have Orange County too, and ours is in Orange County too. No way.
I love that. So it's only in two. It's in Osceola County and Orange County.
Got it.
But a majority of it is in Orange County to the point where I know that Orange County is, oh, it says here, the majority of the attractions and money-making ventures at Disney World are located in Orange County due to a tax restriction on making money in Osceola County. But I know that the Orange County Sheriff's Department is also, like, extra security at the parks.
Got it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think they're their own city here.
And they're, like, technically their own city, but technically not. It's weird.
Because I'm pretty sure it's just... Because it's Disney Way, it's a street. It's not a, like, city. It's in the city of Anaheim.
Okay,
which is, like,
wait. To southernliving.com. Let's see what they say. Disney World is technically its own city with its own residents. Let's see this.
Isn't it like 3 residents?
I'm trying to find the resident number. Well, we do have like a section of it, and I don't know what it's called, but it's like kind of by Disney Springs.
I actually remember seeing a video about this, that people can buy like Disney-looking cottages and houses on Disney property.
Yeah, so that's the residence.
Yes, I've seen that, but it's not huge, and they're massively expensive, is what I've heard.
And they're like right across from Disney Springs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They have that, and then of course when the Disney College program are there, they have housing on Disney property, so I'm sure like they count for it. So like our good friend Mac will be technically a Disney World resident soon. Because she starts her DCP like next week.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Okay, I found it. Do you know what the population of Lake Buena Vista is?
What?
It's 27 people.
So they don't include DCP. Okay.
No. Because I don't think they're technically residents.
True. They're only like internships, pretty much.
Yeah, they're not residents. It'd be like a hotel, like, right? You wouldn't count the people who are staying at the hotel as residents. It's like that. Yep.
Oh, wow. Kara literally arrives on Monday to Orlando.
Nice.
The 28th.
Here, get this. It's the 409th largest city in Florida and the 19,332nd largest city in the United States.
I mean, yeah. How many cities in Florida are there?
109.
109?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Let's see. I can't find it.
Lake Buena Vista is currently declining at a rate of 0% annually, and its population has increased 170% since the most recent census, which recorded a population of 10.
412 charter/home rule cities.
Okay, out of 112, it's 109th.
412
Yeah.
is what I said.
Yeah, out
And
of
it's
112.
109th.
No, it's 409th.
Oh, 409th. Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard 100 and not 400, so.
Yeah, 409th. Yeah. It's increased. Its population has increased has increased by 170% since the most recent census before 2020, which recorded a population of 10 in 2010.
So how many characters did you see out when you were at Avengers campus?
Loki.
Which Loki?
Sam. The TVA Loki.
The first episode TVA Loki or the second
Yeah,
episode?
that one. The first episode had only just come out.
Oh, true.
Or the second episode had not even come out yet, I don't think.
True.
It was supposed to come out, or it had come out that morning or something when we went. So it's like, they wouldn't have had it yet because it literally had just come out that morning.
Okay.
So it was the one where he's in the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Sam is Captain America.
I love the fact that they have Sam as Captain.
Carol Danvers.
Okay.
And then they did their little Spider-Man show thing. So Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it,
that's so cool. Have you seen the Imagineering show? Were you just about to say that?
Yeah.
Two minds think alike.
We have one brain cell.
Yes. On Disney Plus there is an Imagineering TV show.
Yeah, it's called The Imagineering Story.
Yeah, and the
it's
final
fantastic.
episode they show them working on some stuff for Avengers Campus.
Yes, and one of them is the Spider-Man like animatronic / dummy that they fling through the air.
Yes.
And it's very good, and it's very convincing. People thought it was real. Like, there are a
looks
lot of
real.
adults who thought it was real. They were like, oh my gosh, that man just like flew. And I'm like, no. But then the actor does pop out and he's like, I'm okay. And he like dusts himself off and then he climbs down the wall.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's a good time. Plus they have the, what's it called? Not the Tesseract. The arc reactor.
Yeah, the arc reactor.
The arc reactor is like the entrance to Avengers Campus.
It's running the
one
park,
end, at
right?
like the official entrance where like the Avengers Campus sign is. Yeah. The one.
Yeah, and it's running Avengers Campus, right?
Yeah. It's really, really great. And
I want to go.
Yeah. When you come, I'll come visit you first.
Yes.
And then you come visit me.
Yes. I'm trying to think. What was the other Tower of Terror? I mean, we briefly touched on how you have a different version than us now.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say. Like I already said, I miss Tower of Terror. I think Tower of Terror was hilarious.
Yeah.
Or not hilarious, but fantastic. I loved Tower of Terror.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't mind the Guardians ride. I think the Guardians ride is just as good. Well, no, not just as good, but it's comparable.
Oh, I know one. I want y'all's Phantasmic.
We've talked about this.
I know.
I haven't seen Phantasmic in ages.
My one thing is, Phantasmic is good, and I love Phantasmic. My one problem is they have like not battle sequences, but like adventure-y sequences during the middle of it. To kind of show the heroes being heroes and then the villains being villains. And in Disneyland, they have what was I gonna do? In Disneyland they have Peter Pan and Hook fighting at that part.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yes, I've seen that, yeah.
And in Disney World, they have Pocahontas and John Smith. And it's just like, I love Pocahontas. I think it's okay. I don't know. I don't love the Pocahontas movie on, like, that Disney made. Like, it's okay.
I love Pocahontas.
I mean, I do, but, like, the cultural...
I mean, I've played Pocahontas, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. But, like, it's so boring compared to, like, Peter Pan and Hook, like, having a sword fight. Cause it's
and
like
doesn't she just, like, stand there?
Yeah, so it's like, we've talked about this on text. We haven't talked about this recording.
No, we talked about this recording.
Oh, we have?
I think we talked about this during our first episode, Em.
Oh. But yeah, like, so they're, like, doing, like, the Savages, Barely Even Human, that song. And then they're like, oh, look, it's John Smith. And then, oh, look, it's Pocahontas. And they
she just stands there.
stand there.
And it's, like, the colors of the wind or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like...
And I'm like...
That was My Heart Will Go On. That was not even close.
I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all get... like full on
like pirates and
pirates
Lost Boys
and sword fight and Lost Boys, and we get
Pocahontas standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you guys have a Tangled bathroom, so
yeah. She should have her own ride.
I want one. I want Tangled here so bad. There is not even a lick of any of the new princesses besides Tiana in the park. Like, there is
that
no
is
Moana.
So sad.
There is no
We're getting something
Merida.
Moana here. It's going to be an Epcot. It's going to be like a living with the water thing, and it's going to be like her island.
That's cool.
It's going to be in like Innovations, where Innovations used to be.
That's cool. But yeah, I mean, like, we have the princesses, like, when you could meet them, you could meet them. But, like, we don't have anything that indicates that they're there at all. So I'm really hoping in the next, few years they'll update that and add them in.
Yeah.
Because we have so much freaking Frozen already. I'm not salty about it. Give me a Moana show.
I was okay with Maelstrom being, like, leaving. But I don't like the Frozen ride at all. Like, I'd prefer Maelstrom. I'm sorry, but besides Mexico, there's no other rides in the World Showcase. And, like, the World Showcase, it used to be show the country with a little bit of the Disney character that is representative of that culture.
Yeah. Not show Frozen.
Whereas Norway is Arendelle. It's no longer Norway.
Frozen.
And my mom's side of the family has a lot of Norwegian blood, so it kind of hurts me that they got rid of that culture. So, like, but, like, we have other, like, France. They have, like, 3 different princesses, and there's not a lick of any of them. I'm sure they're getting the Ratatouille ride later this year.
Yeah, I was like, why are you gonna put Ratatouille there? What the heck?
It's fine. It's whatever.
I was like, I don't want Ratatouille. I want to see Belle walking around with a book.
Well, she's in her village dress at Epcot.
Cool.
Which I prefer. But, like, I'm sorry. So according to the merchandise in the France Pavilion, it's Cinderella, Aurora, and Belle. All
okay
in France.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm sorry, but
I thought Aurora was German.
I thought so too, but they say that she's French.
Okay.
Snow White is German.
I knew that one.
And so is Rapunzel.
Yeah, I knew that one too.
But then again, they put Jasmine in Morocco, which, like,
close but not quite.
No. I'm trying to think of the other. They don't even have Elena in Mexico. I love Elena.
That's rude. Sorry for everybody's ears. I just, like, blew out.
Yeah, well, the only, like, characters you see besides, like, a little Coco exhibit that they have in the Mexico Pavilion is the 3 Caballeros. So
who even knows that movie anymore? Like, people our age or, like, the last generation.
No, they've added them into, like, all the Disney Plus show or Disney Junior shows.
Oh, they have It's New now. That's a thing again.
Yeah, the 3 Caballeros. Mickey and the Roadster Races, they did, like, a whole, like, Mexico or, like, Spanish culture kind of
that's cute
season, and they had them and Donald playing, and it was really cool because, like, they taught kids about, like, flamenco dancing and other, like, cultures in that season, besides just focusing on this is America, let's talk about hot dogs for, like, a majority of the thing.
Okay, I saw a thing, was it today? I think I saw a TikTok today where a girl was at Potato Land.
What?
from the Mickey and Minnie series that came out, like, maybe 10 years ago. Like, the newer series. The Potato Land episode. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. She went to Potato Land. Like, there is, like, a storefront or, like, a photo op. That's Potato Land.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Why don't we have one? I want one. I want to go to Potato Land.
I don't remember where it is, but I remember seeing it.
Please. Somebody. I don't care who. I must see Potato Land.
I have to think what other, like, things, like, that we have. I'm trying to think of all the... So, Canada, they put Brother Bear there a lot, which makes sense.
That's cute,
I
yeah.
love... Though, they need to add more Brother Bear stuff there.
My way.
I love Brother
New
Bear.
friends and new places to see.
China
I jam out
Pavilion,
to
I
that
mean,
song.
of course, is Mulan, because who
Of
else would
course.
it be?
Yeah.
Japan, they don't have anyone.
Raya was based off of like Filipino
culture, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe they'll put her over there, but nope, not.
We need something
Quite.
Raya themed.
Yeah, but it's not quite right.
No.
Although they might just shove her in there. I mean,
They do not. They put Jasmine in Morocco.
yeah, they put Jasmine in Morocco. So
Wait, I'm trying to think what countries there are in Epcot. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull up.
there's
Epcot
Greece,
map.
right? Greece is one, right?
No.
No. I thought there was Greece.
So during so I found.
I know Italy. Italy is one,
Yeah.
right?
So
the Italy
it
pavilion.
goes Mexico. So they would really focus on the three Caballeros there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Norway, aka Arendelle.
Mm-hmm.
Then China, so Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
Then Germany, which they focus more so on Snow White than Rapunzel there, which makes sense. I mean, she's been around longer. Like,
But Rapunzel is like the original, like
but like
She is
they
a
literally
German
put in a
story.
they literally put in a wishing well there, so they kind of have her just shoehorn there.
I'm angry.
Snow White always. Then they have Italy, which has always kind of been if and when they do have characters there, it's like Pinocchio kind of.
Mm-hmm. I know Pinocchio's Italian, and Lady and the Tramp is also Italian.
Hey guys, it's Gabby. I had to edit this week. So, I wanted to correct myself. Lady and the Tramp actually isn't Italian. There's just an Italian restaurant, which I mean, one could argue that that is the Italian portion, so you could put it in the Italy pavilion, but it actually takes place in the United States. So, the more you know. So, yeah. That's it. Back to the episode.
They never have Lady and the Tramp.
No?
No.
You know what else they should put in France?
What? Well, we're talking about Italy right now.
I know, but I'm going back to France because I thought of Lady and the Tramp, and that made me think of animal movies, which made me think of the Aristocats, which made me think that they should go in France.
They do have Marie meeting there.
Just Marie? I want to meet Duchess.
I do too. Then we
And-
have the
and Thomas
American
O'Malley.
Adventure, which is like always Woody and Jesse, just Woody
Of
and
course.
Jesse, never anyone else. It's always just been Woody and Jesse.
Because they're
always will
cowboys.
be.
Because they're cowboys. Yippee-ki-yay, Wild West. Yeehaw.
Then there's Japan, which has like no Disney IP.
Nothing.
No. And then Morocco.
They'll figure something out.
I'm surprised that they didn't set Raya in Japan.
They could have put Big Hero 6 in Japan.
Yeah. What the heck?
They could
Then
put Big
Morocco
Hero 6
is
in Japan.
Aladdin and Jasmine.
Mm-hmm. Is Genie in Morocco too?
Sometimes he's not as common of a character here.
Boo.
I have met him. That was cool. I've also met Abu. Abu is a very creepy character to meet.
Is it a puppet or is it somebody in a...
It's
a life-size Abu? Sorry.
It's a life-sized Abu.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. Then we have France. So they do have like merchandising that is Beauty and the Beast and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I just thought of a thing that we could easily get some sort of stage show if they actually had room for a stage. They do, because they have a Beauty and the Beast sing along there. You know what they should have instead? Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes.
So
Not the stage show.
No.
The Disney version.
Yes.
But as a musical.
yes.
Yes.
Which they used to
absolutely.
at Hollywood Studios, but the Beauty and the Beast show took over.
No, they need to put Hunchback now.
Then it's the United Kingdom, so Alice and Mary.
Yeah. Duh. Mary Poppins for us hangs out over by Small World. There's like a little like
No,
grassy
so there's like
area.
when you enter the United Kingdom, there's like a little cottage, and it actually looks like Alice's little cottage from the beginning of the movie, and that's where Alice is always hiding out. And then there's like a little garden to the left if you're entering from the France pavilion, and Mary's always in the garden in her Jolly Holiday dress.
Yeah, our Mary and Bert are in their jolly holiday outfits.
Okay, and then Canada, which Canada really doesn't have characters, but when they do, it's
Brother Bear. It makes
Brother
sense.
Bear.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't shoehorn Pocahontas there.
They could.
They really could. But going back to France, so...
Because isn't it people go from Mexico to Canada when they drink around the world?
Yeah, Mexico to Canada. What did I just say? Mexico to Canada. If you go to Canada to Mexico, it is just wrong. I have never gone Canada to Mexico whenever I go in the World Showcase. I've always gone Mexico to Canada.
Okay, good to know. If you're a real psychopath, you bounce around.
There's really no way that you can bounce around because there's a lake in the middle.
Oh. Dang
Yeah,
it.
like, wait. Hold on.
Never
I literally
mind.
have a map up so I could make sure I
Never
got every
mind.
country.
Ignore what I just said.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
World
yep.
Showcase.
Never mind.
But so Epcot does a lot of the festivals. The most notable one is the Food and Wine that they do. But during like my birthday month, so like February, they do the Festival of the Arts, and it's really cool because they usually bring out like Broadway people to do like performances at Epcot of different like Disney on Broadway songs and all that. But this year was my first time ever going, surprisingly, as much of a Broadway fan I am. And in the France Pavilion, they like in the like little like meet and greet area by the or not meet and greet, but the like little sing along with Beauty and the Beast show that they have there. In that little lobby, they had different costumes and stuff from different stage productions of shows that take place in France.
That's cool.
So it had Hunchback, it had Les Mis, it had Phantom of the Opera. Like, it had everything. And what was really cool was it not only had, like, Broadway costumes, but it showcased local professional theaters in the area. So
That's really cool.
I forget the name of the theater, but I know the costume designer. Let me find his name. I think it's AJ Garcia is his name. He's an amazing... Yep, AJ Garcia. He recently passed, which was very hard, but he works at a bunch of different high school, college, community, and professional theaters across the Central Florida area. I'm reading his Orlando Sentinel right now. But he... one of his costumes, which was his gorgeous Quasimodo costume, was on display to represent Hunchback.
That's fantastic.
So, speaking of theater and all that, next week we will be discussing all things musical theater, theater in general, everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the one topic that we haven't touched on at all in 7 episodes. So we're gonna
how dare
really
we?
get into
I mean,
it.
that's literally how we met, is the Clone Wars musical, and we haven't talked about theater.
No,
We're failing each other, guys.
totally. So I think this is a perfect place to wrap it up.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all in the outro.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Fan Fatales. Gabby, would you like to tell our lovely audience what we will be discussing next week?
Next week, we're going to be discussing all things theater. That means musicals, straight plays, costumes, set design, lights, all of the things.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Fan Fatales. Gabby, would you like to tell our lovely audience what we will be doing next week?
Next week, we're going to be discussing all things theater. So that means musicals, straight plays, costumes, lighting design, sound design, set design, all of the wonderful things.
Please subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. We are on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts.
And remember to give us a follow at FanFatalesPod on Instagram to get updates for episodes and to maybe be featured in a future episode.
Yeah. And our music is by our amazing